Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to present our slide on the case that we have been analysis. The subject is Engineering Ethics and Oshe BERU4053, and title of the slide is Case Analysis on UMNO Building Collapse 2013 and Ethiopian Airlines Crash on 2019. So we have 4 group members, which is me, myself, is Muhammad Amir Danish, Muhammad Ammar, Firdaus, Maran.
Hello, my name is Noor, Insyirah, binti Ahmad, Hishamuddin, and my matrix number is B122410454.
Hi, my name is Nurulain Sofea binti Hisham, and my matrix number is B122410474.
Hello, my name is Umair Mohammad Sardi. My matrix number is B122410495.
In our presentation, we will be discussing 2 major incidents, which is the UMNO building collapse in 2013 and the Ethiopian Airlines crash in 2019. These tragedies highlight critical failures in safety and accountability, offering valuable lessons for preventing future incidents. Both the UMNO building collapse and the Ethiopian Airlines crash are examples of the preventable tragedies caused by systemic failures. By analyzing this event, we aim to understand the root cause, identify lessons learned, and emphasize the importance of safety, accountability, and ethical decision-making in various industries. Both cases highlight systemic issues in safety and accountability. For the UMNO collapse, the primary cause was structural engineering failure, whereas the Ethiopian Airlines crash stemmed from technological and regulatory oversights. These failures underscore the need for transparency, robust safety standards, and proactive risk management across all industries.
So for case background on Ethiopian Airline crash, the incident date is on March 10, 2019. The aircraft is Boeing 737 MAX 8, and the cause of the incident is MCAS malfunction due to design flaws and inadequate pilot training. So now we'll be looking at stakeholders analysis, Ethiopian Airlines flight. The first one is Boeing, aircraft manufacturer, the airlines itself, Ethiopian Airlines and others, regulatory bodies, FAA and ICAO, and lastly, of course, the passengers, victims, and families.
Moving on to technical and regulatory analysis. Firstly, the crash was caused by a flaw in MCAS system which relied on just one sensor. MCAS repeatedly pushed plane's nose down when the sensor failed, even though the pilot tried to correct it. This design raised the plane's safety if the sensor malfunctioned. Secondly, the FAA approved the 737 MAX without adequately testing the MCAS system. They relied too much on Boeing checks, which missed essentially safety issues. This lack of proper oversight allowed the dangerous flaws to go unnoticed until the crash happened. Thirdly, pilots weren't given enough training to handle MCAS failures. The basic training didn't include enough practice with the system, leaving pilots unprepared when it malfunctioned during the flight. As for ethical issues, firstly, Boeing focused on saving costs and beating competitors, leading to the rushed development of 737 MAX. They cut corners by designing MCAS to work with just one sensor and avoided investing in necessary safety features. This showed that profits were put before passenger safety. Secondly, Boeing didn't fully disclose the details of MCAS system to airlines or pilots. They kept hidden information about how MCAS worked and what could go wrong, limiting pilots' ability to respond appropriately in an emergency. This lack of transparency put life at risk. Thirdly, Boeing and airlines did not provide proper training for pilots to handle MCAS failures. This inadequate training left pilots unprepared for an emergency, contributing to the crash. The lack of thorough training is an ethical failure in ensuring operational safety.
For impact analysis, Ethiopian Airlines crash 2019 is loss of life and grief. The crash resulted in the death of all 157 passengers and crew on board, affecting families across 35 countries. This incident caused immense grief and became a globally known tragedy. Next, the global aviation industry impact. The grounding of the Boeing 737 MAX affected airlines globally. leading to financial losses for both Boeing and airlines. It also damaged reputation and raised concerns about aviation safety. Next, regulatory reforms. Aviation authorities, including the FAA, were criticized for flaws in the certification process, prompting regulatory reform to improve aircraft safety and oversight.
Next is case background for UMNO building collapse on 2013. So the incident date is June 13, 2013, and the location is at Jalan Mechelisti Penang, and the cause of it is structural failure due to extreme weather and maintenance lapses. Next, the stakeholders analysis. The first one, the building owner itself, UMNO Penang Tower. Second, contractors and engineers. The third one is local authorities, DOSH and MBPP. And lastly, the resident and businesses.
Moving on to technical and regulation analysis. Firstly, the UMNO building collapse shows the dangers of neglecting regular maintenance and safety checks. Over time, buildings wear down, and without proper inspection, issues like cracks or corrosion can actually weaken the structure, which in this case, the building wasn't regularly checked and safety protocols were either missing or insufficient, which allowing minor problems to grow into significant failures. Secondly, the building design didn't correctly account for extreme weather, like heavy rain and strong winds. In Penang, where such conditions are common, the roof drainage system should have been designed to handle this stress. By ignoring these factors, we can weaken the building's ability to withstand harsh weather, contributing to the collapse. Moving on to ethical issues. Firstly, building owners must keep their property safe through regular maintenance and inspections. In the collapse of UMNO building, this responsibility was neglected. Signs of wear and tear were likely ignored, putting the building's stability and people's life at risk. This shows an apparent failure to prioritize safety over convenience or cost savings. Secondly, regulators and contractors also fail to ensure safety. Regulators may have not enforced proper safety standards. In contrast, contractors might have cut corners with poor materials or designs. This action shows lack of focus on public safety, putting economics or operational gains ahead of protecting lives.
Next, impact analysis for UMNO building collapse 2013. First, fatalities and injuries. The collapse caused the tragic death of 2 people and injured several others, including pedestrian and passenger hit by falling debris. The emotional impact on their families was significant. Next, property and economic damage. The surrounding area experienced heavy property damage, including crushed vehicles and affected business. Local business had to close temporarily, causing financial losses and disrupting daily activities. For the lesson learned, importance of robust safety standards and ethical accountability. Second, need for proactive maintenance and regular structural inspection, and transparency and collaboration among stakeholders are critical for safety.
So, the conclusion of our topic is addressing system-wide issues in safety, regulation and accountability is essential to creating more secure and reliable practice across industry. This challenge often stems from gaps in oversight, inadequate standard, and a lack of clear responsibility, which can lead to severe consequences if left unaddressed. To mitigate this risk, fostering a culture of safety is paramount, which requires the integration of ethical engineering practice and a commitment to responsible decision making at every level. Ethical consideration must guide the design, implementation, and maintenance of systems to ensure that safety is prioritized above all else. Moreover, learning from past failures plays a critical role in driving improvement, as it allows organizations to analyze the root causes of previous incident and implement measures to prevent their occurrence. By studying these lessons and applying them proactively, industry can build a foundation of resilience, ensuring that future tragedies are avoided through better planning, collaboration and accountability.
And then lastly, we have references. We have many references, but this is some of it. The first one, of course, it's from official reports on UMNO building collapse and Ethiopian Airlines crash. Second one is ethical frameworks and SPE code of ethics, and lastly the media and academic publication on the incidents. That's all from us. Thank you.